Welcome to Drawfee, where we take dumb ideas
and make even dumber drawings.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Julia.
And I'm Brian. Hi, everybody.
Brian.
Wow.
Brian Miller.
Wow.
Of TV&D.
That's me. That's who I am.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Just in case anyone is unfamiliar, why don't you tell the people who you are?
My name is Brian. I am one of 4 hosts of a show called TV&D. It's on YouTube. We stream live on Twitch, and basically what we do is we play Dungeons and Dragons, but all of the characters are based on TV shows. And listen to who my co-hosts are. I got Carolyn Page, Eli Uden, and Tony Wilson.
Oh my
Hell
god.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's a fun show. It's a thing we all do. Let's see, we pick a new show every month. We come up with characters, and we play silly adventures that are just meant to make you laugh. There's no big storyline to try and keep up with. It's just a funny hour and a half with some good pals and a very interactive chat room.
Yeah. We know and love all those people.
Yeah, they're all so fun. I got to be a guest on the King of the Hill one. I got to play Peggy. That was a blast.
The episodes are on YouTube. King of the Hill is the one we recommend you start with of if you want to get the general vibe of it. And Nathan absolutely kills it as Peggy Hill is a cleric. I think we made you.
Yeah.
Can you give me a quick sample of the Peggy Hill voice? Because it truly makes me happy.
Oh yeah, Peggy Hill. You're getting healed by cleric Peggy Hill.
Oh, that warms my heart in ways. So you're on an episode as Peggy Hill, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and people might not know this, but Brian was our coworker for a very long time, and it took us all getting laid off and then a year of quarantine before we had him on the program. But he's here now.
Yeah, you guys would walk by me in the office, and I'd go, "Wow, where's everybody off to?" And you'd be like, "Oh, nowhere." Just keep walking by me. But
we love the idea of TV&D so much that we've stolen it for this episode. We are going to be drawing some popular television characters reimagined.
One fear. I don't know any TV shows. One fear.
Julia will be only drawing Columbo, no matter who she's given to draw.
Columbo or Magnum P.I. Please have your pick of 80s detective men.
I got something for you, I think. Maybe.
Wonderful. Well, I want to draw a TV&D character.
Wonderful. So my understanding was I would be giving you a television character and perhaps a class. Is that correct?
That sounds great.
I love that.
And, these are just ideas. But I would love to go through a tour of some of my favorite Dungeons & Dragons editions.
Oh,
as we go through this. And I was wondering about Stanley Hudson from The Office.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it kind of made me laugh. My favorite edition of Dungeons & Dragons is the Moldvay Basic set. And one of the basic classes is just an elf. And part of me thinks it'd be very funny if Stanley Hudson was stuck living forever and very grumpy about it.
An old grumpy elf. The class is elf.
The class is elf.
It's like if somebody asked you what your job is and you're like, human. It's like, what do you mean? That doesn't describe what you do at all. People stuff.
It's when you think about it in terms of the old school game, what's Legolas? Legolas is just an elf.
He's an elf.
No, he's like an archer guy. He's like
which is what elves do.
Guy. Not always, Brian.
In basic D&D is what they do.
They only do archer?
They just do Legolas.
It's so funny to imagine Stanley specifically in that role. Yeah. I can't imagine him lively leaping through the trees.
And that's I think maybe he's a little miserable with his lot of eternal life.
Yeah. Doesn't want to do it.
Imagining someone asking him what his elf eyes see, and he just looks at him like, my what?
Just looks up from his crossword.
A nice thing, though, I think that Stanley would appreciate about being an elf is that they get to wear sort of more long, flowy stuff. I know in the later seasons we get to see sort of vacation Stanley, where he rocks the Hawaiian shirt a little bit. So I think he might enjoy
That's a great point.
some of the more floral aspects. I'm going to try and Hawaiian shirt, this do sort of like a nature incorporated elven robe for him.
I already love it so much.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
It is kind of funny The Office they tried to spin off The Office. There was a Dwight pilot, but it never happened. There was even a backdoor pilot in the final episode that's centered on Dwight and his family at their farm. But no, it never happened. I guess they all learned from Joey.
Yeah, there's just no way. Like, I don't think it's ever been done successfully that I can think of.
I'm sorry. Frasier went 11 fucking seasons, Jacob.
Oh, I guess Frasier does count, doesn't it?
It super does count.
Yeah, there's just no way. Like, I don't think it's ever been no way. Like, I don't think it's ever no way. Like, I don't think it's ever done successfully that I can.
Spoiler alert, might have a Frasier prompt for somebody.
Oh, baby.
I
Good.
haven't seen Frasier that I was trying to remember the theme song, which is something that Jacob sings fairly often when it's time to cook lunch. But I was trying to remember it, and for some reason my brain defaulted to hot salad and scrambled eggs. Which what is a hot salad?
It's not a hot salad. Definitely not.
You know what? I think it should. Julie, what would your best guess of a hot salad be?
You know when you reheat a day-old sandwich and you're too lazy to take the lettuce off, so you just stick the whole sandwich into the microwave and you get that damp, warm, gross lettuce?
Yeah.
It's like that. That's a hot salad.
So is this what every Drawfee is? Just talking about hot salads?
Yeah.
Yeah, have you not been watching?
Well, if you talked about hot salads more.
We're on the hot salad arc of the season.
Yeah. Where each episode we hypothesize what hot salad might be.
I know you're kidding, but that sounds like a great show to me.
Brian's brain's completely busted by quarantine. Like, I just want to hear hot salad
I'll watch a show about hot salad, about people.
I'm truly
about hot salad.
unraveling to a degree that it's not funny. I am so excited by this, Stanley, though. This is better than I already could have imagined. And I feel like you've really captured the element of there is nothing to imply Stanley is bad at being an elf. He just deeply hates it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good salesman on The Office.
Right.
Yeah, it's just like he just doesn't have any sort of he's not excited by it, but like
hate
he'll do
is
the
maybe
thing.
even the wrong word. I think it's just
He is indifferent.
He's there to get. I mean, this is which edition D&D is this?
this would have been basic.
Basic. So you're just trying to get treasure, and
baby.
That it's a job. It's a job for Stanley, and I think like of all of the editions, basic D&D makes the most sense as the one Stanley would be a character from.
Yes.
So I think like you've chosen well.
Oh, I know. Thank you, Nathan, but I know.
Sometimes you just got to clock in, get your treasure, clock out, go home, crack open a elven ambrosia or whatever, and watch the trees. I don't know what else to do.
That's what Stanley does.
Trees really swaying this season. Look at them go. Wow.
Man, I just want to see this season of the Fantasy Office.
This does look like an episode of The Office where they, like, as a team building exercise, had to play D&D together, but they had to come in costume.
Which, oh man, had at The Office, like, if The Office was still running, they definitely would have gotten to that episode.
Absolutely.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. They would have like done some amalgamation of different editions and like butchered the rules, but like it would have made a fun episode.
Would have been a fun
sure.
time. Oh, I love this. I love Elf Stanley. I'm so enamored by him.
Also, looks like figure skating dancing.
Yeah,
Stanley.
you're right.
Oh yeah.
He looks like a nice little figure skater.
Maybe that's what his passion is as an elf. He goes figure skating. He takes all his dungeon treasure to like get access to the skate rink, the elven skate rink, and do skate stuff.
He's not good enough at it to go pro, but it is just what he loves doing.
I mean, yeah, who cares about that?
Yeah, it's just, he can't make a job out of it, but he likes to do it on the weekends. And then during the week he uses his incredible archery skills
Go get treasure.
to get treasure. And if there's like a lake of ice in the dungeon, guess what? He's uniquely qualified.
Man, I both now want to play this character and come up with this adventure that would make him happy.
I'm really thinking right now about like how cool it would be to have like a character in a world where they had to ice skate everywhere, but also had to do combat at the same time. Because like ice skating around and doing like feats of ice skating agility while shooting a bow is like a really cool combination that I feel like has not been explored.
Yeah, that's Disney's Brave on Ice.
Yeah.
That sounds like it should be an anime.
Right?
I want an ice skating combat. I'm sure there's an ice skating anime. I'm sure of that.
Sword Art on Ice.
There it is.
Oh, God.
Yuri on Ice is the one figure skating anime everyone talks about.
Yuri Art on Ice.
Wait, so there is an ice skating anime and it's popular.
Yes.
Yes.
Yuri on Ice is
Amazing.
very popular.
Amazing.
There's no combat.
Yeah, that's what we gotta add.
It's about actual figure skating and also being gay.
Great. So we're gonna come in and we're gonna add combat.
Yeah, we're going to add combat to the equation. Same characters.
And he still has to, go to the Olympics and win and all that.
Yeah, Yuri on Ice to do battle.
Yeah.
But the rinks have been cursed so that whenever you take to the ice, monsters emerge.
I'm not seeing the problem here.
No, there's
Finally, an anime I can get on board with.
Improv figure skating around monsters is dope.
Yeah.
There's no set routine. If you live, you get an extra 10 points.
If you die, the points don't matter.
That's true.
That's true. I do want to get the like standard sort of like testimonial style window, but it's like a dungeon window.
Oh, very
behind
good.
him.
Very good. I love Stanley. I love him.
Elf Stanley he's a fan favorite.
He's a Stan favorite.
Oh.
We have no
Good.
choice but to Stanley.
That's it.
Put me on the PR team, baby.
Jacob's joining the PR team for a show that's been off the air for 6 years? 7?
I'll make people care about The Office for the first
They
time.
still got a Facebook page.
That is true.
They're posting memes.
Yeah, there's basically Peacock is just like, and The Office is here. Da 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 da
Please
da.
get
There's
Peacock.
other stuff too.
We have The Office.
We know what you're here for.
Here you go, piggies.
You better watch the same show for the 5th time through. Don't try anything else.
This is Elf Stanley, and you can't tell me otherwise.
I wouldn't.
This is beautiful.
It's so good.
Yeah,
I
great
truly,
job,
truly
Ethan.
love this.
Good prompt.
I hope somebody plays Elf Stanley and uses that
Yeah.
to inspire them.
I'm almost certain they will.
These are all for you, the viewer. Feel free to, if you get inspired by any of these, use them. We don't own the rights to any of these characters, so
We own nothing in this world.
we literally can't stop you.
All will return to dust. Brian,
Yes.
it's my turn.
Okay. So next month on TV&D, we're probably going to be doing Bob's Burgers, which I'm very excited about because that's one of my favorite shows.
Oh, hell yeah.
that's fun.
It's a great show.
I've seen that one. Yay!
I'm curious, Jacob, how you would interpret Tina Belcher, the eldest daughter of
course.
Bob and Linda, who of course has a obsession with horses.
And butts.
That reminds me of the AD&D class, the Cavalier,
Oh.
which
A love
is
of
like
butts.
a horse riding knight type of thing.
Yeah.
You gave Jacob a horse to draw.
Brian, I don't think you
Yeah.
know about my history of drawing horses.
I
but
truly don't.
I'm so excited to show you my infamous horse drawing technique.
Well, I'm also wondering, can you make it a unicorn?
Oh, yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
Easy modification to my patented horse drawing technique.
Great, here we go.
All right, so we're just going to get a Tina base, and then we'll go outwards from there. Tina notoriously does not have like a chin. No one really does.
No.
No. I love that chinless style.
I mean, they do have this little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a cavalier's a knight. Maybe like one of these
Oh,
Okay,
sure.
Yeah.
sort of knightly collars that they have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
To
talking
protect
about.
the neck.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
protect the neck.
It's like, doesn't matter how good you are at riding a horse if you got a sword through your neck.
You idiot.
Dummy.
Fucking
Uh,
nope.
Just imagining Tina riding into battle going,
Well, maybe you can see that on TV&D in February.
Who's playing Tina?
No idea yet.
Wow. You're going to have to tune in to find out.
Yeah.
Got him.
What's the name of the boy that she's in love with? Jimmy Pesto? Is that his name?
Yeah, Jimmy Jr.
Yeah, Jimmy Jr. Is he like the head of this like Cavalier group and that's why she joined?
Oh, that's good. I mean, yeah, feel free to like throw out I'm stealing anything we talk about here.
oh, hey, Jimmy Jr., why don't you just ride right in front of me? Oh, yeah. That butt bouncing up and down on that horse.
Hey, where are we going? Into battle. I had no choice but to watch Bob's Burgers because of the amount of people who thought that I was doing Linda's voice every time I would do a Long Island accent. Like, oh, you being Linda?
Yeah.
Like,
When we were coworkers at a website, Julia, we would do streams where sometimes you would take on this persona of my mother. I don't know if you remember this.
oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm not from Long Island. I don't have... My mom does not have a Long Island accent.
But I did default to one.
You did
It's
default
weird
to
that
one.
I do that because my mom also does not have a Long Island accent.
But I will say it does sound like Linda Belcher.
Thank you. We all have a Linda inside of us,
Is
especially
that
if
a
you're from
butt
Long
on the
Island.
medallion?
Yeah. It's like a butt pendant.
Oh, I love it. Absolutely
really good.
love it.
I love this just like thumb head you've left.
Yeah, I'm going to get to that.
I do think Tina Belcher is one of my favorite characters in all of television.
She's really good.
She's wonderful.
It's like, oh man, I could just talk about how much I like all the characters on Bob's Burgers. They all play so fun together. They're all down to clown.
Bob's Burgers is the show we just kind of default to putting on.
It's just pleasant watching.
It is, to the point where when a new episode comes up and we sit down to watch the new episode, I default into this like very zen state and have to realize like, oh, I haven't seen this before. And like halfway through, I'm like, wait, I should be like paying attention. I don't know what happens.
There's some sort of shenanigans that heightens to a point, and then it gets resolved.
Wow, spoilers.
That's all. That's all. But then Gene says something funny.
Oh, I love the mouth.
Oh my
It's
god.
the standard Tina mouth.
It's so good. Can I ask an art question? I don't like this is what you guys do is absolutely sorcery to me, and I do not understand it.
Yeah, ask an art question.
You guys are all literally art professionals. And so when I I'm going to come up with prompts for you to draw. Is there any part of you that is worried that like, fuck, what if he says something I don't know how to do? Or is it just like a constant confident, like, yeah, I can fucking figure it out. You're not smarter than me.
I feel like it's like, we'll figure it out eventually. I definitely have things that when it comes up, my brain is just going, oh no, oh no, oh no. I cannot draw that. Oh no. I cannot, for some reason, draw babies.
Okay.
My
true.
brain
But
spirals.
it becomes funny, though. Like, the things we can't do, like you're about to see when I draw this horse,
Yeah.
is that I found a way to draw a horse that means that if anyone ever asks me to draw a horse, I don't have to draw a horse because I have no interest in learning. And
Right.
it's funnier to do it this way and have it be wrong.
Great. Beautiful. Oh,
Just sort
it's
of an
beautiful.
inflatable pool dinosaur.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So what is it about the horse that's difficult as opposed to a people? I'm so interested. I'm sorry.
It's literally just like a combination of what your experiences are in terms of what you've drawn the most of. And I've drawn a lot of people coming from like a comics background. I haven't had many opportunities to draw horses or need to.
Got it.
So if I like devoted one day to really learning how to draw a horse, then it would be in that like vault of things I now know how to draw decently. But I refuse to do it.
I got it. That's fair. I respect it.
Yeah, Brian, to answer your question, the nice thing about this being not just a drawing show, but ostensibly a comedy drawing show is that the drawings will either be good or funny.
Yeah.
So, like, if you do a bad job, it just means the drawing's going to be funny. Like, if we struggle, the struggle becomes humor. And if we don't struggle, then it's like, oh, you just did a kind of good drawing.
That's fair.
And that's nice too.
You can't lose.
I guess that comes with like being confident in your craft, that like it's okay if the horse isn't perfect. Fuck you, I'm better than you anyway. Like what you think you have to be embarrassed to me, who this is a better horse than I could draw.
I think it's also like we have confidence that the people we are like doing the episode with will make it funny. We'll do a bit that will turn it back around and make it not just like a waste of everyone's time, but a funny bit.
Yeah,
Love
totally.
It. I love that.
To put it in D&D terms, failing a roll can sometimes be more interesting than succeeding.
I get that one. One. I love her face so much.
Yeah, you nailed the face, Jacob.
Thank you.
I can already I feel like this is the thumbnail image for sure. Like this is like I'm imagining the render, and it's gonna be like gleaming armor.
Oh yeah, totally.
And it's just like, this is so readable.
I mean, we don't know yet what Julia's gonna make. I'm sure
That's true. But I like to hide Julia's drawings as a special surprise for the audience.
That's a good point. Can't give those away. I'm done. This is Cavalier Knight Tina Belcher.
I love it. Oh, we're stealing that for the show.
It looks like she didn't even properly suit up this unicorn for battle. Like there's no saddle, there's no reins.
No, she found this.
She doesn't know really what she's doing. She's just going.
She
approached the unicorn. She found it like moments before this picture was taken. Just like, you're beautiful. Let me ride you.
Yeah, and then it jump cuts to this shot of them like riding across the field.
And the unicorn is definitely John Benjamin doing one of his funny voices.
Yes.
Doing his funny voice.
Well, he does too. He does his regular voice and he does the high pitch.
There's kind of a high one up here.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, I love them both.
Both good. Both very good.
Both really good. Good show. Good show choices so far, Brian.
Thank you.
Fun shows to talk about.
Julia's up next.
Yep, it's me.
Fun. That all stops here because I'm about to do crime.
Oh boy.
I'm about to ask Julia Lepetit to do crime.
That's exactly correct. You have seen Drawfee before, Brian. Good.
Brian, I know, you know this from the multiple times we've worked together, that I know nothing about any sort of media except for
or just also
games.
our friendship.
Yeah, that's true.
We've hung out, Julia.
Yeah, for the multiple times we've hung out and worked together. Well, I was thinking about when we did Table Pop. I was even in a Scooby-Doo
We're friends.
episode.
But yes, you have disclosed before that your television is a giant rock.
Yep. Absolutely true.
But Julia, could you please draw for me your friend Brian, or at least I thought your friend, your ex coworker Brian? Could you draw for me a warlock, a warlock who has sold his soul and made a pact with an eldritch god? But this warlock is Frasier Crane from Cheers and Frasier, and this eldritch god is a god of tossed salad and scrambled eggs.
God of tossed.
Julia, can you please draw that for me?
Brian, I feel like your instincts, because I don't think you know Julia's history with Frasier on the show.
I don't.
But Julia,
Strong
multiple
Frasier.
times in past episodes when we were doing a celebrity guessing game episode, she continuously guesses strong Frasier, which is not a thing.
I don't. I'm not familiar with that episode of Frasier where Frasier gets very strong.
But it's made Nathan have to do a Photoshop of Frasier's head on a very muscular body that we've had to make ample use of every time Julia says strong Frasier. And probably it's already shown up in this episode now twice because I keep saying strong Frasier.
So just, David is the one who has to add those in, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So if I were to say strong Frasier, David would have to add strong Frasier in right now. David, can you put another strong Frasier up? Can you put two strong Frasiers up on the screen right now and make them kiss a little bit? Thanks, David. Love you, buddy.
Thank you, David.
Yeah. Put Sir Frasier in there too, which is just strong Frasier wearing a knight's helmet.
Yeah, that's an
love
important
it.
one as well. Yeah.
So I'm drawing Frasier as the god or the warlock?
The warlock.
Warlock. Sort of, Magic users are already should not be trusted, but I feel like warlocks are the evil version of that. They deal in shadows and dark things.
I don't know how to explain this, but every photo I'm pulling up of Frasier, he doesn't look like Frasier. I don't know how to.
Do you have Frasier blindness?
I feel like this image of Frasier with the long hair is not how I pictured Frasier to look, and it's really doing my brain a bad.
Well, like Brian said, Frasier was on the air for 11 seasons.
How long is that in real life time?
About 11 years,
About
Julia.
11 years, yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Julia, have you seen a television, the device?
Is that where the little people are behind the picture box doing like the play?
You got it. You
Nice.
know. Okay, you know.
They're
You got
so
it.
good at that.
Sometimes, and sometimes it's Frasier. I do believe Frasier is largely considered a very good show. I honestly, I've tried multiple times.
People love Frasier.
Yeah, people love Frasier.
People can't get enough of this guy, Frasier Crane. Have you heard about this guy?
11 years worth of this guy Frasier.
I'm so content to have never watched Frasier and just appreciate that it exists. Just like reference Frasier, know that it's like he's a stuffy, pompous sort of radio personality, and he gets into situations.
That's it.
I don't need to watch a single episode of the show.
I've watched an actually fair amount of Frasier in syndication over the years, and all of it just washed over me. I can't tell you anything about it, but I've seen many episodes start to finish.
I have a question that I don't know if anyone knows the answer to,
Mhm.
but as a kid, I always confused Frasier with a show about a guy who runs a radio show, but from Alaska. What was that show called?
I don't know.
That was called Cold Frasier.
David, put Cold Frasier on the screen.
Please put Cold Frasier on the screen. Thank you.
Thanks, David.
Add
Love
it
you,
to our
buddy.
Frasers.
It's like you're saying these things for David, but it's just going to be a Discord message from David later being like, so are you going to Photoshop Cold Frasier for
Yeah,
me
this is going to be work for us.
We have to increase our collections.
Yeah.
Our Frasier
Now,
collection.
then we'll have Cold Frasier for future use. We've also Julia's drawn Nightcore Frasier as well.
I have drawn Nightcore Frasier. I have done
it's
that.
amazing how much we've talked about Frasier on
As someone who
Drawfee
hasn't
for-
seen it.
None of us have
Frasier a
seen
lot.
it.
None of us are even fans of Frasier.
Really?
No.
I mean, I've seen it, but I've not like watched a bunch of it.
That's essentially the boat I'm in.
Yeah.
That's the power of Frasier. I feel like Seinfeld is the same way. It's like you don't really need to have. I have watched a fair amount of Seinfeld, but it's like you don't need to at this
You
point.
get
Like,
it.
yeah, you know
you
what's
get it.
going on here.
I've talked about before the way television has changed in that now it's kind of expected you've seen every episode of a television show, where it used to be, yeah, I've seen episodes, that's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
That used to be fine. That's not fine anymore.
I see the like 4 reruns they cycle through on Fox.
I love the strong jaw that has begun.
It's a strong Frasier.
Frasier Brian. It's the only Frasier I know.
I will say that typically for warlocks, they don't really require a high strength stat. They rely
This
on
one
charisma
works
as their main
out.
spell casting stat.
This one works out.
He only eats
Bones.
Bones.
hot
Hot salad, scrambled eggs, and bones.
Yeah.
hot. Yeah.
It's tossed salad, Julia. It's tossed salad.
What is a tossed salad?
What do you mean what's a tossed salad?
What's a tossed salad?
Julia, what would your guess be for a
Yeah, what do you
tossed
think a
salad?
tossed salad is?
Well, like, basically, my question is there any kind of salad that isn't tossed?
Yeah.
A wedge.
Sometimes
ever have a wedge salad?
Sometimes they layer
What
a
the hell is a
salad.
wedge salad? That's a shoe type.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a good salad. It's just like when they take the lettuce and they just sort of cut it once.
They give you a wedge of it and they put blue cheese on it. Blue cheese on it.
They cheesing it up.
They blue cheese on it. Julia, they blue cheese on it.
And then you could also take salads in a different direction of like a tuna salad, a chicken salad, none of which are tossed.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, sure.
That's true.
Though I guess a tuna salad could be hot.
Also true.
Get that
When it's on
tuna
a melt.
Yeah.
Tuna melt, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My 2 blind spots: TV shows, movies, and salad.
That's,
Apparently my blind spots.
you know what? Those are all right blind spots to have. You've made it this far.
I've survived. It's all right. So, warlocks. Warlocks, evil.
No, I mean, they've made some sort of a pact with a powerful entity, and that's how they get their magical powers. Whereas, like, wizards get their magic through study, or sorcerers have innate spellcasting powers. Warlocks get their magic directly from some powerful entity that is telling them what to do, giving them tasks.
Ooh, we've got an early season Frasier haircut here. I love it.
Yeah, classic.
That was more or less his haircut on Cheers for most of it.
I didn't realize that he was on Cheers.
Yeah, baby.
Julia, this looks like Ed Asner with Frasier's haircut. I just always imagine him in Freakazoid, where he's always like, "Stop that." What did he say in Freakazoid? He's always telling Freakazoid to stop. Cut it out.
Cut that out.
Yeah, cut it out.
Hey, quit it. Stop that. Ed Asner and his famous catchphrase, Stop that.
Stop that, Freakazoid.
A really good improv scene partner. Hey, stop.
I do like the idea of having an improv scene partner that's just like, what are you talking about? That didn't happen.
No.
Why are you acting this way in front of all these people? You're not acting like yourself.
You're different in front of other people.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean? It's me. It's me, Jacob. I'm your friend. Can somebody help? This is weird.
We don't have any children.
Sadly, that does sound more fun than a lot of improv I've seen. I've said before, I think great improv is like is a magic trick. Absolutely, like howdy do dat, incredible. Anything below that is goddamn unwatchable.
Yeah, it's a real rough patch.
Using the magic trick analogy, it's like watching someone who doesn't really know how to do a magic trick try to do a magic trick.
Yes.
And I say this as someone who has done his fair share of bad improv. So I know.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, yeah, man.
You gotta be bad at something before you get good at something.
Exactly.
And the problem with improv is you need an audience for it, and so you're just gonna be doing it bad in front of some people.
But there's a reason why most of the people you'll be bad in front of at first are mostly other people doing improv.
Yeah, that's like the difference between like going to a beginner improv show and a beginner like stand-up show.
Sure.
There's already that sort of teamwork element there. And also there's just more people there because each act has to have at least however many people are on the team.
Right.
And so it's like you got to do the courtesy laughs because you're expecting them to be paid back to you.
This laugh is a loan.
Yeah, if you sit there like stone-faced through all the other improv and then go up and do exactly as bad improv as everyone else and expect them to laugh, shame on you. Give the courtesy laughs.
Stop that, like Ed Asner
that's my
would say.
As Ed Asner would say, stop that about not laughing. Give him a courtesy laugh.
That kind of reflects in the same way. I believe I don't do stand-up, but I believe a common courtesy thing is if you go to an open mic, you have to stay and watch everybody else.
Yeah, they don't do that. I've been to enough open mics to know that's not how... That's
how it should work. No one wants to watch you do your open mic.
No one's on a team.
Right.
No one's on a team at an open mic. It just everyone leaves. Everyone is unhappy to be there and leaves. Starting out trying to do comedy in New York, it's like, yeah, a bad improv show and a bad stand-up show they're both bad, but the bad stand-up show is also sad.
Just a lonely experience.
in a way that a bad improv show isn't.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
Anyway, follow your dreams.
I'm glad I get to do YouTube where when I'm trying to make the funnies, I'm just talking to my friends and then later it gets sent to people.
Yeah.
I can't figure out what Frasier is holding here. I love it.
It's a microphone. It's some sort of a microphone staff.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I love it.
I was going to ask, warlocks do use staffs?
Yeah, why not?
They can.
Okay. Well,
They're fake.
If they're a Pact of the Blade warlock, they can use all sorts of weapons. But
They're fake. They can use whatever you want.
yeah.
They just do evil magic. You know what a warlock is. They're just like evil magic doers.
I hate this hand. So you know what's gonna happen? Boop.
No.
Wow.
What?
It was here and then it was gone.
I can't believe you've done
I didn't even
this.
get to say goodbye, Julia.
I thought it was good. I liked the staff.
I also liked it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's not fine. This is where I draw the line.
He is still going to be wearing a tie that's probably brown.
And now he looks like a Hogwarts professor.
He does
Yeah.
look like a Hogwarts professor. I love it.
This is reminding me of that old Worthy Kids video, Frasier and Niles become demon lords.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
I'm gonna fix that hand in post because I don't feel like drawing it now. No, you know what? I'm gonna try. One more attempt.
Just a hand bloodbath.
I can't draw hands today.
I thought the first hand you did, I was actually really impressed with.
I just wasn't feeling it.
Since then, you've been moving away from
God's light.
God's light, as I like to say.
Like a warlock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do for the sake of cunt down time is he's getting a mitten.
for the hot salad to handle the hot salad.
How else are you going to hold the hot salad?
Yep.
It's
There you go.
far too hot
Okay.
to hold with bare hands.
Okay. So then I feel like what I want.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want
There are those leaves
for the salad.
for the salad.
because Brian also mentioned the egg,
Scrambled egg.
scrambled egg.
So you don't have to try and draw a real egg. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Scrambled
God.
eggs cut through Julia's egg blindness.
Yeah, they're just blobs. It's fine.
Yeah.
I can do
I
that.
can't tell if the egg blindness is a bit.
I just
Neither can we.
I can't draw. I can't draw.
Egg?
Eggs are hard for Julia
Eggs
to draw.
hard for Julia.
I will throw out there. I was like, Julia, I can draw an egg. And I'm doodling in my notebook. I can't draw an egg.
They're harder than you'd think.
Yeah, it's kind of a tough shape, but I think the issue is when Julia draws what she confidently thinks is an egg. And we're like, that's not an egg.
Is that
That's
an egg?
a good egg.
That's
That's
a
the
good egg.
closest
That's
I've ever
better.
gotten.
That's better than what's in my notebook.
That's good.
That's the best egg I've ever drawn in my life.
Pretty good egg.
You're a good egg, Julia.
Thanks, Jacob. This is going to be blood. 'Cause he's a
Hell yeah.
warlock.
Oh,
Hell
blood
yeah.
salad.
Yeah, so
Blood salad.
yeah, I feel like he's mixing in someone's blood into this tossed salad.
And then he eats it because he's nasty.
He's nasty. Kind of nasty.
I actually really like the oven mitts.
Yeah.
I'm pro oven mitt.
Work oven mitts into your drawings more, I would say. For anyone watching this as like aspiring artist looking for some artist tricks. If you're struggling with some hands, find a reason for them to be wearing mittens instead. Work on hands later.
All my OCs are about to get something out of the oven. Thank you very much. It's part of the lore.
They were interrupted while baking cupcakes.
Yeah. Well, see, this one was baking. This one wants to be a baker. This one was making a pot roast. This one just has bad circulation.
That's
Yeah,
it.
cold
Likes-
hands.
Likes to keep their hands warm.
I don't
Uh,
like that he's looking at us.
He's like,
While he
you're
does
going,
it.
you're going in.
See, I
you're going
do
in
like that
this."
he's looking at us. I want him to maintain eye contact the entire time. That's really crucial to me.
Brian needs this.
Truly. Guys, it's been a long quarantine.
I'll take any eye contact, even that of a drawing of Ed Asner with Frasier's hair.
This is really good, though, actually.
This is really good.
This is 100% a Frasier.
Yeah, totally.
I feel like he's gonna have some dramatic lighting, maybe from the spell he's doing.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It's Ed Asner's blood, though.
yeah.
Saying,
I mean,
stop that.
obviously.
Stop that with my blood. Give it back.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah. There we go. It's all coming together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shadows.
Ooh, baby.
I wanted to make him look a little evil, so dramatic lighting will do that.
The colors, I think, will really help.
Yeah.
For the 5e nerds out there, the god of tossed salads and scrambled eggs is a great old one. This would be a pact of the great old one. Okay, great.
Somebody humber this, please. Thank you.
Yeah,
Here he is.
here he is.
There he is.
Sir Strong Frasier Crane.
Amazing job.
There
I
he
love him.
is.
I've
There
done
he is.
This is my Frasier.
My Frasier.
A dark Frasier. A dark Frasier for a dark time.
Oh, so good. All of my dreams have come true here.
Well, Brian, thank you so much for coming and hosting this episode of the Drawfee show.
Guys, thank you for having me. This was a blast.
Yeah, it was so much fun. And as a reminder, go to the Brian's, the TV&D, twitch.tv/TV&D.
And we're on all the old episodes are on YouTube. Start with the King of the Hill ones, and then the next best episode to start with is the most recent one. Don't worry about catching up. You can just hop right in, and definitely come see it live. The chat plays a big part. The chat has said things that have fully derailed the story for the night. It's a real casual, real interactive show, and a good time.
Playing D&D with a chat element is such a fun extra chaos. It's like having extra dice to roll.
That's pretty much kind of how we treat it, and it's like it's already kind of a precarious situation. What with the TV twist, and then what if we added 100-ish rabid people at throwing suggestions at us at all times? And it's a lot of fun.
It's beautiful chaos. It's a great cast. It's a lot of fun. Thanks so much, Brian.
Thank you, guys. Thank you again. This was a dream come true.
And if you like the stuff we do here at Drawfee, you can, of course, subscribe, hit the bell, support us on Patreon, buy our merch, watch us on Twitch. We're sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.